cherries, sugar, pineapple upside down cake. Yummy. But I'm a cookie girl. I don't want a pineapple upside down cake. I want a pineapple upside down cookie. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to do it. Coming up next. And welcome to Turtles Tasty Treats, where we make baking from scratch easy. I'm really excited to share with you my pineapple upside down cookie recipe. In this recipe, I'm going to take a few ingredients, a little sugar, pineapples, and cherries, and create a tasty treat. The ingredients that you will need are 1 cup of unsalted butter, 1 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 egg and 1 egg yolk, 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of pineapple juice, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. For our sugar covering to roll each cookie dough in, you will need 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. For our pineapple cherry glaze base, you will need 1/2 cup of unsalted butter, 1 cup of light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of pineapple juice, 2 to 3 dozen of pineapple slices, and 2 to 3 dozen of maraschino cherries. To mix up my ingredients, I'll be using my KitchenAid stand mixer fixed with my paddle attachment, 2 mixing bowls for my KitchenAid, a large bowl, a whisk, and a spatula. Now I'm going to set my oven to 375 degrees. We're going to start by adding our butter to our bowl. Now we're going to take our granulated sugar and we're going to add it to our butter. And now we're going to cream the two together. Let's mix it up. Taking my spatula, I'm going to go ahead and scrape down the sides of my bowl. I'm also going to get the bottom of it as well. I want to make sure that all of my butter and sugar is well incorporated together. Let's mix it up. Now I'll add my pineapple juice to my cookie dough. And let's mix it up. Next, I'm going to add my vanilla extract to my cookie dough mix. And let's mix it up. We're ready to add the eggs to the cookie dough. I like to crack my eggs into a separate bowl. That way, if my shell falls in or I have a bad egg, it falls in my separate bowl and not my cookie dough mix. Now I'm going to add my egg to my cookie dough. And I'm going to mix that 1 egg up by itself. Let's mix it up. Now to add my egg yolk. I'm going to crack my egg into a separate bowl. I'm going to let the egg white fall down into my bowl. And I'm going to move my egg yolk back and forth in the eggshell, letting the egg white fall into the bowl. Now that I have just the egg yolk, I'm going to pour it into a separate bowl, and now I'm going to add it to my cookie dough. And I'm ready to mix it up. Now it's time to add my baking soda, baking powder, and my salt to my flour. Taking my whisk, I'm ready to mix it up. Now I'm ready to add my flour into my cookie dough a little at a time. And I'm going to mix it up in between each time that I add the flour. Our cookie dough is now complete, but we're going to push it aside and we're going to get ready to make our pineapple cherry glaze base. Taking our butter, we're going to go ahead and add it to our bowl. Now I'm going to add my light brown sugar to my bowl. And now I'm ready to cream the two together. Let's mix it up. Taking my spatula, I'm going to go ahead and scrape down the sides of my bowl. I'm going to get the bottom of my bowl as well. I want to make sure that my butter and light brown sugar is well incorporated together. And let's mix it up. And now we're ready to add our pineapple juice to our glaze mix. And let's mix it up. Taking my spatula, I'm going to scrape down the sides of my bowl one final time. Taking my spatula, I'm now going to remove all of my glaze off of my paddle. Now we're ready to put everything together to make our pineapple upside down cookies. Taking my half a tablespoon, I'm going to go ahead and go into my glaze and place it on my parchment lined paper. Taking my spatula, I'm going to spread some of my glaze onto my paper. Next, I'm going to take a pineapple slice and I'm going to place it on top of the glaze. Now I'm ready to take one of my cherries and place it in the middle of the pineapple ring. Now we're ready for the cookie dough. Using my ice cream scoop that is about 5 tablespoons, I'm going to go ahead and scoop out my dough. I'm going to place it into my granulated sugar and I'm going to roll my cookie dough in my granulated sugar. Finally, I'm going to place it on top of my pineapple. In order for my cookies to bake in the oven and still remain flat, I'm going to use my thumb and place it on top of each cookie. In order for my cookies to set up and not spread while they bake in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and chill my cookies for 30 minutes. Now that my cookies have chilled, I'm ready to bake them in the oven for 12 minutes. Now that my cookies are out of the oven, I'm going to let them completely cool on my baking tray. Now that our cookies have completely cooled on our baking tray, we're ready to flip them upside down. Taking a baking tray, I'm going to place it on top of my cookie sheet. And then I'm going to flip it over, removing my tray, and removing my parchment paper. I should have some upside down, beautiful cookies. Now that my cookies are upside down, I'm going to go ahead and move them to my baking rack. And now we're ready to taste our tasty treat. So sweet, so yummy. Pineapples and cherries. What a wonderful, tasty treat. I'll see you in the next one and subscribe for more.